Hey, friends, this is Nuggets of Gold. Glad you joined me today. I'm actually going to pick up connecting with where we finished up in our last nugget. If you weren't a part of that last nugget from Genesis chapter 3, we were examining the nature of temptation and what it is and how it pulls us in and why it looks so delightful. And our concluding thought on temptation was it takes us to the opposite place that it promised us. It promises us good. It promises us pleasure. It promises us the security and satisfaction that our hearts truly do long for, but it doesn't deliver. It may for a moment, it may for a day, but sin always wrecks us. It always harms us. And so we said temptation always takes us to the opposite place that we actually want to go. And I want to connect onto that today by saying, okay, then how do I get to where I actually want to go? How do I take my life and instead of a direction that will be harmful, how do I biblically get where I want to go? And the verse that came into my mind is John 10:10. It's my father's favorite verse. It's the verse that led to his conversion in college. And this verse repeats the truth that we heard last time, and then it follows up with the good news flip side. So let me share John 10:10 with you. It says this: the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. But I, this is Jesus talking, but I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. And again, here is Jesus drawing a contrast between where sin and Satan, specifically called the thief here, wants to take people, where they are endeavoring to take people, and where he wants to take people. It says, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. And so there it is, black and white in the words of Jesus, what we began to see back in Genesis 3, that sin and temptation will take us to the opposite place from where we want to go. I don't think that when you are choosing to give in to sin, and the sin that tempts you is not because you're saying, I want to kill my life, destroy my life, and have my relationships stolen away from me. That's not the motivation. That's not why it looks good. I want to remind you in these black and white words, what God calls sin, what God calls wrong, steals from our life, kills the good, and destroys. It makes a wreck. And Jesus says, I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. Jesus is the way to get to the security, the satisfaction, the pleasure, the relationships, the intimacy, the health, the stability, the ability to gain mental peace and firm foundation for our emotions is found in Jesus. Let me show you one quick way that this has proven to be true and helped me work with couples over the last several years, and that is by using the two lists in Galatians 5. There is a list of here is what sin looks like, life dominated by sin, and then there's a list that's called the fruit of the Spirit, and it is listed off. And so you have in the list of sins things like anger, drunkenness, hostility, and then you have its contrast in the fruit of the Spirit, and you have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are the fruits of the Spirit. This is what Jesus builds into the life of those who are seeking Him. And so I asked the question to married couples, which one of these lists is the kind of relationship that you would like to be involved in? Which one of these relationships do you think would be more enjoyable after 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Is it the list of pride, selfishness, anger, bitterness, or is it the list of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control? And of course, it's not a hard question when it's put to us like that. I want a relationship with others. I want my relationships to be peaceful. I want my relationships to have self-control. I want my relationships to have love. I want my relationships to have patience. And so we see again that the way of Jesus is the way to abundant life. The fruit of the Spirit. We don't go after thinking about, I gotta be loving today. I gotta be joyful today. I gotta be self-controlled today. No. The path to where we want to end up is go after Jesus hard. Go after Jesus diligently. That's the place we want to be, because he then builds into us his character, his attitudes, his wisdom, his fruit. And that, over the course of shaping our lives, brings us to where we want to be. Secure, stable, trusting him, knowing that no matter what happens around us, we are safe. And that leads to deeper joys and deeper pleasures and healthier relationships, because he builds good rather than killing, destroying, and stealing. Go after Jesus. He is where you want to be. We'll see you next time.